An appearance at the White House press briefing yesterday with North.
We've been clear on what the president's objectives are for tax reform. Middle income tax cut, a priority of the president's. Simplification. The average American should be able to do their taxes on a large postcard. Business tax reform. We need to make business taxes competitive, and we expect with doing that, we will bring back trillions of dollars from offshore.
His point was made very clearly in that room yesterday, Harris, basically saying on the personal side, it's simplifying the process. On the business side, it's making them more competitive.
Well, and that's simplifying the process too, because I think that businesses, if they know they're going to have that kind of a rate, dramatic, that we've been talking about for over a decade, a dramatic decrease down to 15%, they don't have to do the, psychological and intellectual gymnastics to try to get the numbers right so that they can continue to create jobs for Americans. So I think it simplifies it for everybody all around. I also think it's a good place to start because, as you've been saying since the beginning of the year, when is this Dow reaction going to kind of even out? If the policy supports that, the market stays stronger.
Interesting you say that in a moment where the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 238 points. And as you know, Ambassador, we saw the U.S. stock market rise from Election Day on. We saw that Trump bump. And look at us today, sitting above 21,000 on the Dow in anticipation of this tax reform.
Well, which is why he needs to deliver. I mean, I think the position ought to be we favor as many tax cuts as we can get across the board, as many different ways as we can, because ultimately this is not about the federal budget. There are lots of debates about how you score the effect of tax cuts. This is about stimulating the economy. And I think from a political point of view, Trump has a lot on the line here. If he can get the economy growing at a rate substantially above what it's grown for the last 8 years, all kinds of things are possible. And that's what people want. He said he was going to bring jobs back. The way to bring jobs back is to increase investment.
You know who mentioned that 3% target? Charles Krauthammer. Listen to this.
I think this is the single most important initiative, legislative initiative for the Trump presidency. I think health care reform is much more a congressional deal. It was preceded Trump, but Trump is the one who ran on this. He ran as a businessman, and also this is his one chance, and I think it would be a good chance to actually stimulate the economy to get to 3% or near 3%, and that would make his presidency.
His one chance. This is a big deal. Charles Krauthammer pointed out it's his one chance, but this is what the president campaigned on. This is what he promised. This is what largely the American people voted for.
Yeah, and let's not mince words. He really needs a legislative win at this point. The tricky part of this is he's going to need bipartisan support, and I just don't know what Democrat you're going to find, except maybe like Heidi Heitkamp, that will get on board with this. I don't know. I know for you, Sandra, talking about taxes and finances is like the greatest thing ever. For me, I need an IV drip into my arm, and it sounds like the teacher in Peanuts talking. But when I heard Steve Mnuchin saying,